He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, hello, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. My bun is really messy, but it's 2:30 in the morning, so I don't care much, but my bun looks really messy today. Anyway, I didn't comb it since I left for work this morning. Anyway, this is my review for Married at First Sight. This is season 7, episode 7. Okay, I guess I'm starting to get into the show. It's not as boring as it was the first couple of episodes. I wish they could move past the boringness next season, because I might review the show next season. Well, I probably will review the show next season since I'm already vested. But yeah, it wasn't as boring as I thought it would be. But this episode was very much so heavily with Amber and Dave. Amber and Dave had more stuff happen than anybody else, I feel like, in my opinion. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget, don't just subscribe just to subscribe. No. I want you to subscribe and be an active subscriber. Watch other videos, share other videos, like the video, comment in the video, people. Okay, we have to communicate with each other. Okay, I'm just saying that's what I like people to do. I like to be friends, like friendly, and it's a whole little thing. So be an active subscriber. And then once you are a subscriber, do not forget to hit the notification bell, because it lets you know when I have new content up and available. Okay, what else? Is that about it? Well, you know what, don't forget to share the video. Like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. So we see this episode open up, and all the couples are basically waking up in their homes together for the first time, as we see, is I'm guessing what it is. We see Amber and Dave wake up. We see Danielle and Bobby get up. Ain't no dead ducks in the bed. And we see Tristan and Mia wake up in that childish ass bed. His bed is childish. Okay, it is child's play. Okay, it is romper room meet Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, and the pillows mismatch. You ain't had no matching pillowcases. You ain't got, 6 black pillowcases. It was like a brown one. It was a different color. I'm looking like, that shit don't match. And one of them pillows looked like a couch pillow. I was just so discombobulated. I was like, what is going on here? Anyway, do person by person. We see, well, no, you know what? No. The couples all went out to dinner, like in the middle of the episode, but let's get that out the way before I go to Danielle and Bobby. They all met up for dinner, okay? And the last time they all met up was in Mexico. And Tristan and Mia were not there, so this will be the first time that the guys will see Mia and the girls will see Tristan. But Danielle and Bobby, Dave and Amber sitting around chit-chatting before Tristan and Mia gets there. Are they gonna come? I wonder if they're gonna come. Will they talk about what happened? I'm like, y'all is so fucking nosy. Okay, calm the hell down. I'm nosy too, but we ain't talking about me. So we do see that Tristan and Mia does show up all lovey-dovey, hugged up couple, like the same way the other two couples are. And they, they sitting down not but 2 minutes. They ain't even had no appetizers or nothing. And we see they like, well, what happened? Why did you guys come to Mexico? Like, Tristan said one thing, Mia said the other. I'm looking like, you nosy much? God dang it. Okay, what's going on here? But we see how they answer the question in a roundabout way. Mia does say, like, I got detained, so we were not able to go. And we had a staycation. We had a stay at home, stay in the city. This is another kimono. We had a stay at home, stay in the city. And I don't know if I like it all the way, because it's, weird. Anyway, if you want to see it, it was on my IG today. I know, of course, looks of the day. But she admits that she was detained. She does, but she said, I was let go. We decided to stay back and spend time together, but we still had a good time. So I feel like she answered it in a way that answered their question. But bitch, you don't need my details, okay? Because guess what? I still don't know you. I've met y'all like twice. Leave me be. Tristan then says, yeah, it was really crazy or whatever. One day I'll talk about it, and I'll say all of it. And I'm looking like, well, Well, whose side is you on, brother? Your wife just said her piece and left it at that. Like, they don't need no details. Like, they do not need the details. And I still think Mia lied about something, but at the same time, y'all should be a united front. So, I'm like, awkward, because it really was. You shouldn't fully say. If she didn't just fully say, and technically it was her, she went through it more than you went through it. You was waiting on her, of course, yeah, but she was the one, like, detained and shit, so it was really her thing. So was the whole thing. They then asked, like, did y'all all take each other's last name? Would take the guy's last name. So Mia took Tristan's last name. Danielle took Bobby's last name. Amber said that she did not take Dave's last name. I'm not surprised. I honestly am not. Tristan then says, well, are you guys having sex? I'm looking like, well, that's kind of, personal. But, some people talk about sex, I do as I'm an adult. Anyway, Danielle, we're not going to answer that question. I'm saying that's just private. Bitch, you was on a TV show, okay? We've seen y'all talk about having sex. And if the only way I would have said, oh, that's cute, that she ain't talking about it, you told the camera already. Like, we already know y'all did it. Like, we know y'all doing it. Ain't no damn secret. But again, it was weird to me because I'm looking like y'all was so interested in finding out what's going on with them, with Tristan and Mia, but you can't say if you fucked your husband. And we know you did. Girl, bye. Anyway, Amber said, yeah, of course, me and him fucking. And then Mia and Tristan, of course, they having sex. But the couples, for the most part, all seem to get along. But, I mean, how much... are they gonna really be hanging out all the time? I don't think so. A little bit, but who knows. Bobby and Danielle they're so easy to talk about because there's nothing to talk about. I mean, they seem like a good couple together, strangely. They're getting along well. They're meshing well. They're cohabitating well. We see them in a little reclining chairs, playing with them damn dogs. They get from wherever. They just sit around playing with dogs. This, it's normal. 2 weeks in, what I'm saying? I feel like, he hasn't killed her and she hasn't spent 10 grand going to Nepal. So, what I'm saying? It is what it is. We see them have lunch with Bobby's parents and also, I think, one of her friends who met him for the first time and his people for the first time. And it went well. They laughing, talking or whatever. They have a sense of humor. It's like two people who, it's so awkwardly realistically normal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say normal as if it's not, it shouldn't be normal, but it's like they just chilling. Like, let the dogs out. You want to eat some food? I want to eat some food. You want to watch TV? I want to watch TV. It's like, it's so, what I'm saying? June Cleaver and was it in the Beef? What was the Beaver's daddy's name? June Cleaver, her husband. Okay, it was real the Beaver like. Okay, I'm gonna say that. Anyway, she brings up how even though where they live now, because she's living with him, it's an hour and a half, 90 minutes away from her work or whatever. She said, but it's worth the commute, it's worth the drive. Girl, I don't like driving the 20 minutes it take me to get to work. So I'm like, 90 minutes, bitch, I would quit. Okay, I would quit or move, one of the two. I had quit a job because it was too far. I don't like driving. I do not like driving. Well, I would drive an hour and a half if I didn't have to be there until like 3. Okay, because I'm a night owl, so whatever. Anyway, her friend thinks he's a great match too, and that was basically it. Like, nothing else really happened with them. They're boring in the best and worst way, meaning they're boring. It's not boring me to like not want to watch them, but it's really easy to talk about them because it's like, oh, they let the dogs out. The dog pissed on the floor, and had to wipe it up or whatever, and now it's really it. So, it was. Let me get Amber Dave out the way. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to do Tristan and Mia because there's not that much either. So Tristan and Mia, of course, when they woke up, it was funny how Tristan was saying how he is not, how him and Mia are saying, I love you. He says, but I'm not in love with her. Well, I hope you aren't, sir, because you don't know that lady yet. But I don't think there's anything wrong with them saying, I love you, simply because you can have love for someone you just met because you're trying to build that bond. But like he said, it does not mean I'm in love with her. So I do believe there's absolutely a difference, and it is what it is. This is the same with you meet a friend at work. Oh my God, I love you. We are so gonna be great friends. Like, it's the same thing to me. They mesh a little bit or whatever. However, on day 13, they beefing. So, of course, I talked about the dinner already. So at the dinner, Tristan had a separate conversation with Dave a little bit when he was saying how it's kind of, he's still building trust or working on trust between him and Mia. And so she feels like she's upset that he had that conversation with Dave, because she's like, I didn't know if there was an issue. I wish he would have talked to me about that. And I think what she's going to have to realize is married men have conversations about their wives and relationships, and the same way wives talk to other wives or friends about stuff. What he said wasn't crazy, and I like how he did say, like, I didn't go into detail. I just said I'm still working on trust. I think they all still working on trust. I think you are too, which is the reason you didn't tell him, because you didn't trust him, girl. So I mean, I don't feel like she had a major right to be upset. I do think she could have said, like, what she could have said was, how about we don't talk to other people just yet about our trust issues. Like, I think that's good, but you can't be upset with him as if he did something wrong, because he didn't. It was what it was. And again, what he said wasn't completely wrong. You're strangers. You're both strangers, and technically you did lie to him. He's a piece of shit because he said in his little thing how he only wants a light-skinned person or someone lighter than him. So that still aggravates me a little bit. But again, you did lie to him. Like, you flat out lied because you did not trust him. So you can't be upset if he still is trying to build up fully trusting you and not feeling like you don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But they'll be fine. We do see how he later talks to her and tells her how she needs to talk to his mother, which I know people are going to have issues with that, because, when people get married, you're supposed to, like, what I'm saying, now you have a whole new family. So, but he, like, because this whole situation, you getting, arrested or whatever, get detained, and these charges that my family is not aware of, I need you to, like, meet face to face with my mom, because she just wants to meet face to face with you to see, just to kind of feel you out. I feel like in this instant, the parents should, like, be involved a little bit, because again, you married a whole stranger. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm not gonna leave my child alone with a fucking stranger. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna be involved a little bit until we know and can trust you. I mean, it's truth be told. They go see her because the mama lives in, like, Houston. I think, was it Houston or Austin, Texas? Somewhere else in Texas. It's not in Dallas. And so they go to be face to face, and he brings up how it's been a kind of rough 2 weeks, but we went through, like, all these different emotions that people who are together for a long time go through. We've experienced all of that on one end or the other, but it has brought us closer. His mama like, oh, really? Like, what's going on, son? Even though she kind of knows the gist of what's going on, they then bring up how she technically lied to him, and she said, because I was basically just nervous and paranoid, and I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of lied about it. And his mama said, girl, I was a prison guard, and I know what they do to pretty girls, so I was praying for you. You basically decided that you thought she may get, like, ass raped or, like, mouth raped, or just some kind of rape in the prison. I'm like, and she wasn't in prison. Like, she was in, like, a detainment center, somewhere. I don't think there's no hardened criminals in the detainment center. I don't think they, like, put her in, general population with murderers. Like, it was... Like, come on now, I wasn't that serious. Because she wasn't in prison. She was just detained at some little center or whatever. She ain't had no prison number. Okay? Did she take a picture? Was it a prison picture? No. Was she strip searched? No. Okay? Nothing like that. She didn't get no child, no nothing. With no cells open or closed. The girl, bye. Anyway, she then asked, like, have you told my son everything that he needs to know? Like, does he know everything that could affect him in any kind of way? Well, yeah, I told him, I talked to him, like, we went step by step about everything that happened. She's like, no, not about this one situation, about any and everything that may, again, affect him somewhere down the line. Like, I don't want somebody riding up, putting hands on my son, because it's something that, he's not aware. Like, this whole, have you told him everything like this in general? And I thought that was a good way for her to phrase it. Like, she said, like, I ain't saying tell me. I'm saying, have you and him had the conversation where you laid it all out, on the table? Yeah, I was arrested for stalking. I stole a phone. I stole some weave. I might, I run over the road. Anything, whatever it was. Like, have you went and admitted that to him, so so that he is just aware. Because my thing is, you should always let someone know your truth, so that way they can figure out if they want to deal with whatever comes with it. I mean, if you bury some bodies one time, I may not want to deal with that if you bury your bodies. Or I may say, you know what? They're buried now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't with you when you made them felonies. I won't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know them people. So, you know, if you stole some cars, I wasn't in the driver's seat or the passenger seat, so it ain't on me. But I know that you was a car thief in the past, so I'm aware of whatever, and I'm okay with either going forward or not going forward. So, you know, she's like, well, I told him everything. Like, we spoke about everything, and, you know, he's aware. I still think she lying. Okay, I don't know about what. I don't know about what, but and I don't think it has anything to do with that particular case or the stalking thing, whatever. I think it's something completely separate that she gonna lie about. I just don't know what yet. So, the mom like, okay, you know, I saw you face to face. I believe you. I'm at ease now. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable I'm comfortable now with you being with my son. And they hug it out. You know, it's a great little scene or whatever. Mama said how she felt like Mia was sincere, and sometimes that's what you want. You don't even want to be all up in your kid's business, but you want to have a conversation with whoever they with. Just a little one-on-one conversation and look in their face and be like, okay, because sometimes you can tell when someone lying, and it doesn't mean that you're gonna say, you know what, you lying. Tell me the truth. It can be like, you know what, I gotta keep an eye on you. Like, I ain't gonna say shit right now, but I'm keep an eye on you. And it's a good thing for a parent to be like, you know what I'm saying, okay, she was sincere about whatever she said. And I think whatever she gonna be lying about, that's gonna be the kicker. Okay. So I guess they stayed the night at his mama's house or in Houston, because they was in a room. I'm looking like, that ain't his child's bed. That is not Tristan's, you know what I'm saying, no headboard having mixed match pillows. I'm like, that's a real headboard. That's a matching pillow. Like, they couldn't have went out and bought no stuff that fast, and the room looked different. I'm like, oh, they still in Houston at the mama house. Or in the hotel. He wants to possibly move to Houston to basically expand his business and to be closer to his family. And she's like, oh, okay, I never thought about that, but, you know, I guess we can do that. We can just, you know, talk about it or whatever, because I do love your family, and, you know, it is what it is. And then, so and this could be what she lied about, because she was saying to him, like, okay, yeah, that can happen. But in her confession, she's like, you know, I don't know if he really meant it, if he's just talking about it. Like, I just need to figure out if he's serious about moving to another city, because, you know, it would be a big thing for me, because everything is moving so fast. And I agree. You didn't got married to this man. You didn't left your own house and moved into his house, and now he wants y'all to basically pack up and move, you know what I'm saying, to a whole new city. And I mean, that can be a lot. So I get her being, again, apprehensive about that, so we shall see. And that was a whole thing. Now on to crazier and craziest, which is Amber and Dave. I said that was the most I wanted to do them last. You know, they had an interesting disagreement or discussion overnight before they broke up. You know, the question came up of their celebrity crush. I think he said Amber asked him what his celebrity crush was, and he said it was Jessica Biel, who is Justin Timberlake's wife, and she got upset. So he like, you know, do we want to discuss what happened last night or whatever? She's like, well, it was just my insecurity, so but I guess we can talk about it. You can't say, like, I know what it was, but let's not talk about it. No, we're going to talk about it, because you need to get over that stuff. Like, you can't be, I said, what is she mad for because he got a celebrity crush? Everyone has celebrity crushes. My celebrity crushes is T.I. I love it. Oh, I love T.I. But also it's Tom Welling. You know what I'm saying? I love him like man sometimes. And he is the guy he played Clark Kent on Smallville. And then he played like a cop on that show Lucifer. I love Tom Welling. I think he's such a handsome white guy. You know, I also like Drea from, you know, she used to be on Basketball Wives or whatever. She's my female crush, even though I'm not gay. But still, you know, everyone has a celebrity crush, and, you know, it's not like, oh, that's who I want to date in real life. That's who I have a crush on or whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But she got all up in arms, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, because he say, you know, I told her it was, and she got mad, talking about she don't look nothing like her. And I'm looking like, what? Like, what's one? It was just so stupid. And then, you know what I'm saying, she was like, you know, I couldn't believe he said that, because, again, I look nothing like her. And I said, well, bitch, he didn't choose you. You were a secret. You was a whole stranger. I mean, someone else picked you for him, and that may be his celebrity crush, or that may be who he usually dates. But again, he didn't pick you out of the lineup, honey. Someone else did. So what you getting mad for? And he like, it was a ridiculous argument, because again, she's my wife, and you know what I'm saying, I'm attracted to her, so I don't get what the big issue is. I just thought, maybe he was unhappy with me or whatever, because I'm not a brunette. I'm not tall. He likes tall brunette women, and that's not what I am. And he like, well, I can't change, what I said before I met you, when I did the whole questionnaire with the people or whatever to the show. I did tell them that I wanted a tall brunette, and my celebrity crush is Jessica Biel. He said I can't help that I preferred at that time to be with tall, darker women. I'm like, girl, get over it. And my thing is, she getting mad as if she's a natural blonde, and she isn't. Your roots tell on you, girl, all day, every day. Okay, always check the roots. Okay, you damn near is a goddamn brunette by the roots of your head. So what you getting mad about? Grow your hair out. Stop dyeing it. Okay, or get you a wig. Okay, become a brunette and fuck your husband. Move on. Okay, let's not do this all day, people. So they have one of the doctors come over to kind of discuss the situation, whatever, because they were, just in a difficult space or whatnot. I like how they have the people come in every once in a while and address certain stuff and help them through whatever. So he's like, we know what's going on. Well, we were talking, and he said he preferred, his crush was Jessica Biel or whatever, and I was like, well, yeah, you did, the whole thing of you saying how you would prefer, a tall brunette, and now I'm not that tall, I'm a blonde, but you dyed your hair blonde. Like, you're not a natural blonde either. Like I told you, your roots snitched on you, snitches. The doctor like, well, like, do y'all have sex? Like, is there attraction? And he's like, yeah, I'm completely attracted to her. And she's like, yeah, we do have sex. Like, we do have sex. She's like, well, y'all having sex, he's not denying anything. Like, she like, don't don't focus on a mindless issue when it's not really an issue. And I'm like, again, go buy a wig. Buy 4 wigs. Get a blonde wig, that's a real blonde wig. Get a brunette wig, get a red wig, get a black, get all the colors of the rainbow, purple, orange, yellow, green, and be a different person every night, and make your husband make each personality a fantasy. If he can say y'all are all his celebrity crush, point blank into the period. Enough with that. We then see how they have their first dinner with, like, family and friends or whatever, and we first see them meet up with Amber's, I guess, her best friend. I don't know what the girl's name is. With the best friend and the best friend's husband. She is a bad influence. She clearly is it's this weird. She came in, and it was her husband. Also, Amber was asking her friend, like, okay, what do you want to drink? I don't know, you have so much stuff. So she's figuring out what alcoholic beverage she wants to have. And when Dave asked the husband, wait, guy, you want some wine, a beer? The wife cut Dave off and said, no, he'll have water. I said, is he an alcoholic? Like, what's going? Like, is something wrong? Like, is he on dialysis? Like, what is wrong with him that you cut it off so quickly to say he can't have anything but water? Like, he's a grown ass man. Like, let him answer for himself. And Dave was like, well, I kind of see, who runs that house. So, like, I can kind of tell from that whole interaction how, she's the boss of that thing, and it's kind of, she's a terror, and she really is. So, it was a cute little dinner, whatever. It wasn't, that much or whatnot, but you could tell that the best friend is bossy, okay, and she's the leader of all the groups that they have. And Dave, we can see that Dave notices it too. And at one point he did tell, like, this is little tidbits about something. Amber is always right. No, she not. Not even having time. Nope, don't say that. Nope, it's not true. Anyway, so he was like, oh, yeah. He was uncomfortable. And, they leave, but the girl is like, I'm her best friend. I'm always here. I'm going to always be around. I'm going to be around all the time, every day, all day. No, you have a whole husband. She has a whole husband. You have to let them get that. You can't look. Let them get used to each other first. They don't even know each other first. Back up. Like, I ain't saying she got to go away forever and ever, but what I am saying is she can't be over there like a third wheel. Amber did say how before she got married to Dave that the best friend and the best friend's husband were like the 3 Musketeers. Well, honey, it's a 4-person here, so you can't do that anymore. Because I feel like as a best friend, you have to let your best friend get used to being married. You know what I'm saying? Like, give her time with her husband, especially since the fact that her husband is still a whole stranger. Like, come around, like, at parties or whatever, but you can't just come around every day and, like, just be sitting around the house just chit-chatting and shit. Like, let me get to know my wife first. Like, let us have this kind of time together. So, the three musketeers need to go ahead on somewhere and just cut it out. Like, now y'all are just, the three musketeers plus one. Because he's there, too. That's her husband. Next, they talk about, Dave's friends, and he wants them to go, hang out with some of his friends, and because his friends are married too, and he's like, the dynamic of your best friend and her marriage, like, I was taken aback, I was just like, oh, come on now, it's a lot. Like, he's a strong personality. He was like, I just wouldn't want to be in a, relationship like that. And I felt like what he was saying to her was, if you think we're gonna be together and you gonna turn into her and I'm gonna be her husband, all quiet and letting you answer me, it ain't gonna happen. I think that's what he meant in one way or the other. Like, I don't want to ever have that be how we are. And I would completely agree. I don't think at any moment a woman should be the man in the relationship. I think that it should be 50-50. But I'm a firm believer in let that man be a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being that man's wife, because at the end of the day, he's my husband. And me being his wife isn't any less valid than him being my husband. We are both equal. Okay, I'm saying? But I'm not going to emasculate the man of my life to that. Because I'm like, you can't. I was like, is he an alcoholic? Because she answered him so quickly as in, oh, hell no, he cannot drink. I was like, well, goddamn, he died 5. It's like if you take a kid to a party and say, do you want pizza? Oh, no, he's lactose intolerant. He can't have cheese, milk. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. She's, oh, he needs water. I said, well, girl, is he okay? Did he? I don't know. It was crazy. So, Amber's like, well, for me, that's my best friend or whatever, and I can't really judge the relationship. I would want to judge them, and I don't. I think she handled that well, and I don't think Dave wanted her to judge them, but I do think he thought like he would. Again, I think it was his way of saying, we ain't gonna be like that. Like, cause he said like, that's fine if that works for them. Like he said, but I would not want to be like that. And I think it was his way of saying, we can't be like that. Like, if you want to be her and me to be him, it ain't gonna work. And let me just kind of put that in the atmosphere right now. So, when he brings up their friends, his friends, of course, and then she says like, well, I don't, it's kind of cool, I guess so. But for me, I'm always nervous being other people's friends because people judge people, and I don't want to be judged. He's like, oh no, they're great people, they have great wives or whatever. The wives are cool too, and maybe y'all can all hit it off and become friendly. She said, well, I have my own friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want new friends. I don't think I need any new friends. As far as the wives go, and I said, did you just tell this man that you don't want to be friends with his best friend's wives? Yeah, it's not. That is, I really wonder what that other man that she fucked with at the gym said about her, because sometimes the things she says, it seems like she's insecure. I think that's the best way to say it. I think she's insecure, so she always assumes someone does not like her for one reason or the other, and she's consistently putting her insecurities off on everyone else around her. And I'm like, ain't nobody complaining about you though, girl. What are you doing? And so his thing was like, well, I hope you know that we're going to have to be committed to doing things to stay in a good place, and that may include, hanging out with other people's friends. Cause you can't say to a man that, I don't want to be friends with your best friend's wife. Like, and my thing is, when you're in a relationship, you eventually, if you're in a relationship and if your friends have relationships, you all end up being friendly. It does not mean, if I need to borrow some money to do whatever, or if I need to borrow some sugar, or if I need to ride to the store, I'm not gonna call my boyfriend's or husband's best friend's wife. I will probably still call out my direct friends, but you still have to be friendly with your person's friends' spouses. That's just a part of life. That's not even about being a husband or a wife. That's about just being in any kind of relationship. I have befriended so many goddamn friends, girlfriends, baby mamas, sad pieces because I had no choice but to be friendly to a bitch. It's just a part of the game. So I mean, she to me sounded crazy. So when they went to the barbecue that his friend was having, and like two of the wives are there. At first she was all nervous, but until the daughter, one of the girls, was like, "I have a cat. Do you have a cat? My cat name is whatever." I'm like, my cat name was Cat Dog, is what I would have said. But her and the little girl bond over their cats. I felt, that was a great icebreaker. I'm looking like you the damn cat lady. Anyway, she's sitting with the wives. He's outside with the husbands. It was a cute little thing or whatnot. And again, for me, it was weird because she was sitting with the wives talking about how she was insecure. She brought up how he liked brunettes, how they had a little bit of a disagreement because he liked Jessica Biel as his, celebrity crush. And I'm like, girl, if you don't let that shit go. Well, it's just my thing where I just feel like he's not attracted to me. Like, my friends are brunettes, so I wondered if he, just expected someone else to come down the aisle. When it's too late now, bitch, you're married, okay? And unless you're going to do one or two things, put on the goddamn brunette wig or grow out your roots, shut it. So we do not know. I don't want to deal with it. It's just too much. Let that shit go, okay? And the friends like, well, girl, that's just a celebrity crush. It's not a big deal. One girl said, my husband's celebrity crush is Halle Berry, and I look nothing like her. Well, because Halle Berry, for one, is a black woman, and she's white, so this is not gonna work. But she said, like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, people have crushes on all kind of people. It does not mean they don't want to be with who they're with. And I like how they said to her, like, feel free to be yourself. We're friendly here. Like, you can say crazy stuff. We forgive or whatever. It's not a big deal. Like, they befriended her the way they should. And she around there acting like she don't want to be their fucking friend. I would diss her after I saw the show. I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you no more because you on the show said you didn't want to be friends with me. Okay, so bitch, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just playing. Anyway, that was basically the whole thing for the episode. So I always forget to put the comment in. So if you have been watching for this long, please put in, what could it be? Oh, no, it's not. That's not nice. I'm not gonna do that either. I can't think of nothing. So again, I'm gonna say put in your own code, but the code has to be in 3 words. Describe me, and that's the code. In 3 words, describe me. Let's see. And again, the thing, you have to do it in a way that no one else knows what to do unless they watch the fucking video all the way through. So yay, peace.